welcome to my Doctor Strange review. So I did not like this movie. I understand that it has a high rating. I understand that other people loved it, and all power to you. But I definitely think the high rating was from the visuals. My God, the visuals, beautiful. I think what annoyed me the most was the inception powers that Doctor Strange had in moving the buildings, and not just Doctor Strange, the villain as well, or sub-villain. I don't know how many villains are there in this movie. Like there's the guy with the Lone Ranger eyes. I'm just gonna call it Lone Ranger eyes now. With the black makeup running down his face. Then we have Dormammu, who's a dimensional demon. Huh? I don't know. They didn't really explain that. My God, his powers are not even explained. All they say is more of the Star Wars route, which is like, Luke, you have the Force within you. You have to take it out. You have to access it. But even in Star Wars, we saw him train with Yoda. And even in Ant-Man, a Marvel movie, we saw him train with what's his name? With the scientist that kind of forced him to become Ant-Man. In this one, the master, she just takes him, throws him into Mount Everest, and says, "Hey, you got the power. You open this. You open the rift to come back here." And he does, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Fuck it. Explanation. There's no need, because this is a supernatural movie, and I'm supposed to accept everything. And no, okay. There is a time and there's a place for everything, and there's no explanation except that everything comes from the books, and the I don't even know what's he training with what. Like the only scenes that he trained were with the guy. I don't know his fucking name. I'm so sorry, because you know what? They're so forgettable. The only names I can remember is Benedict Cumberbatch and the Asian actor from The Martian, whose name I think is Wong, and he does an accent with which I'm liking and I'm disliking, because I'm liking it because it's Tibetan. It's a very Tibetan accent with very, because it's very Himalayan. So you have a blend of Chinese and Indian in there. So it's like, we are very like with this. I don't know why I sound like Barack. I don't even know that's not the accent though. It's more of the Indian one. Wait, let me try it. Where the Avengers might be protecting us from the physical realm, we need people to protect us at the supernatural realm. Something along those lines, but there was a hint of Barack Obama in there. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, so yep. Dormammu was fucking useless shit. And so talk about Deus Ex Machina. Because Benedict Cumberbatch is like, yeah, I know Benedict Wong, or just Wong, I don't know, I'm not sure. Benedict Wong, I know I'm messing with the law of nature, I'm sorry, maybe I'll break it. Elevate Wong is like, nope, continue. What? So why did you make it a thing? Was it just a joke? Was that, I don't know, man. Maybe I have superhero fatigue in watching Doctor Strange when I was fucking stressed as hell. That's not the best. I'm sorry. It was not the best idea. The romance, I don't know where they were going with the romance. I agreed with the people, I agree with you guys that I liked the woman. She did not take any shit from him. And I was like, all power to you, girl. You do what you gotta do. Because, I mean, maybe I would have added a slap in there. Because he's such an asshole. And the more I think about this movie, the more I'm getting Iron Man from this. And that's not a trash to Iron Man. I'm more indifferent to Iron Man because I didn't really watch Iron Man. I watched it and I was like blurred throughout. This was really like watching a Michael Bay movie for me. Like I just like blanked out and I was like, oh wait, what happened? I don't even think I watched the second Thor movie. Now I think about it. But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch does come off as the Iron Man prototype here, and he's always like, "Oh, my hands, I can't move my hands," and I get the obsession with the hands. He is a surgeon; his hands are his assets. But I think they just drag that a little too much, a hair too much. Like, goddamn. I definitely had problems with this movie. I watched it and I almost walked out, but I'm like, no, it's a Marvel movie. Maybe they can bring it back, dial it back. Maybe I should just shut my brain down in the middle of the movie. Oh, too much Inception visuals, man. I felt like I was high and I was watching Inception, and all the buildings kept going round and round and round. Holy fuck, man. Alright, the fight sequences were super good. I respect that so much because the visuals in that was like, oh, top notch, man. The astral projection was a little weird, but I was like, nah, I definitely can see it working into the movie, but they never explain it, so hey. I definitely think this movie needs a book. not the comic book, just the a story book to just like show us that they can do this in story form. As if you notice, there is not much story in this other than he was a surgeon, then he got into an accident, then he became Doctor Strange, and that's it. You don't need to know about the filler subplots about the master, having the dark world powers, because that's to lengthen her lifespan to become, I don't know, immortal. You didn't need to see the romance, which went nowhere as well, because at the end of the movie he's alone, which I thought was good at first, but then I really thought about it and I was like, yeah, that didn't really go anywhere, because that didn't really show me that she accepted him. What they showed me was more of the I will accept you, but I do not forgive you kind of way, which I'm like, shut the fuck up. Why do we have the romance? I don't know, maybe I'm going full critic here, and like, I don't know, like this movie didn't make sense to me. Like, I know, like Doug Walker. I can't say names today. Doug Walker said that if you're going into this movie finding problems, you'll find it. I definitely went in saying, nah, I'm just gonna see Inception stuff, and I did. But there were scenes where I was like, okay, maybe I need to forgive this movie on this merit. Maybe I need to forgive this movie on this merit. Because there is a couple of merits that they bringing back. I do like it when the master is like, why are you studying alone? Like, you should be training out there. And he's like, nah, I can study myself. And I'm like, shut the fuck up and follow your master, bro. you just can't just like take things like and do it on your own, because like, then what if you do it wrongly and you don't know that you did it wrongly? You need someone to guide you. You need someone to show you that this method is wrong. This method might be better. Like, there's always room for improvement, and we've never seen him concede to that. The Cape of Levitation finds him. Deus Ex Machina. Him time looping, Deus Ex Machina. There were so many Deus Ex Machinas in this movie, and I don't know, maybe people didn't catch it, maybe people were more accepting of it, I don't know. Like, I'm more into the middle ground. I know it seems like I hate the movie, but I think I'm more to the indifference. It's just that I felt that there was so much potential for something else. Maybe add in, I don't know, even though I applaud that the Avengers were not mentioned, except the line that the Avengers protect the physical realm while we protect the supernatural realm, or the spiritual realm. I think in this movie we needed to see why he was important to the story of Avengers, or even if he's worth a sequel, because I definitely think he's not. I am very sorry. Like, I know it's like 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I definitely think that the bulk of that is from the visuals. But the powers just is out of nowhere. Maybe that's from the comics. I will do another review with my comic book friend, and I will definitely keep questioning, because this movie never answered anything at all that I question about. The ending sequence, the post-credit sequence, even Thor was like, what the fuck, man? And that's a power that he can't use frequently, according to Benedict Wong, but now after the final fight he can use it as he please. What? Then why did we have the whole thing about not using the time loop? I know that he's not supposed to use it, but I don't know. It's just personal for me. It's just a personal grading for me. So that's about it. Like, I think I went on a bit of a tangent there, and there's no real substance for this review, but the bottom line is that I enjoyed the visuals. I felt a bit sick after watching it a few times, because I was like, oh fuck, just stop, please just stop. I was closing my eyes because I didn't want to look at the screen anymore. I watched the fight sequences and I was at all with it, because the choreography was on point. I watched it for the laughs, but there wasn't much. Like, I think the only funny I found in this movie was the post-credit sequence. It was like, because Thor has like a beer mug next to him, and he like sips it, and it's half, And then when Doctor Strange gets up, it's like, "Yeah," and then Thor's like, what the fuck? So I was like, yes, I missed that from this movie. Like, there was no real comedy. It was mostly a noir drama, which even then I was like, I felt nothing. I felt empty after this movie because like there was nothing to pull me in. I was expecting it so much from this movie, and it did not do that, and I'm very sorry. I don't know. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. Maybe I'm angry. I'm angering a lot of Marvel fans. But I have to be fair here, and I have to definitely compare it to the last few Marvel movies. And I'm not saying this is not a good Marvel movie. I'm just saying it felt average to me. Even though I'm applauding that they didn't force down the Avengers at me. They didn't force down anything else. I don't know, it didn't really capture my attention except for the mind fuck that it gave me from all the visual effects, from all the moving buildings and shit like that. And I was like, oh my god, just stop. At one point I was really like, just stop, please. I know you can do this. Just alright, it's enough. I don't mind the fucking circle, whatever you're doing, like making an interdimensional rift, but just stop. And then all of a sudden we have a Deus Ex Machina of the fucking time thing, which even Benedict is like telling Benedict Wong, he's like, I know breaking time, and then Benedict Wong is like, nah, keep doing it. And I'm like, he will never learn. He will never learn what is good to use and what is not good to use, because if you saw in the post credit scene, he still uses it. And isn't it, I don't know, Benedict Wong made such a big deal about like not breaking the law of nature and everything. Why is it good here? Now, it was only good at one point where he wants to save the world and everything, but then no more. Am I right? Like, am I wrong in thinking that? With Doctor Strange, I'm seeing more and more that maybe we should leave superhero movies alone, because Doctor Strange is one of those strangenesses that kind of does not belong. And I'm very sorry. I have to give it a 6 out of 10. Because it's definitely better than Batman v Superman. Like, Batman v Superman is the low bar. It definitely is the low bar. I can't put it above Ant-Man. I can't put it above Guardians of the Galaxy. I can't put it above Captain America Civil War. Maybe just below Captain America Civil War. So yeah, guys, that is about it. Maybe my views will change when I talk to my friend about it, but for now, I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.